Any questions on that? All right, so let me do another one. Again, if I go too fast, just say something. I won't get upset. I really want to help. I really want to make sure everyone is learning this. So that's my goal here. Okay. And again, with the exams, again, I am making progress as best as I can. I have 2 problems graded, so I'm going to try and get it back to everyone by early next week. So, yes, someone had a question?
When we're making the intervals in the parentheses or the brackets, is the infinity always going to be on the left?
Minus infinity is when you have the minus in front.
Oh, so if x is greater than, it'll be on the right side?
If you have something like this, x is greater than, I don't know, 1, let's say, right? Or let's say 4, right? Then you would have 4, comma, just infinity.
Oh, okay, I see. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Good question. Any other questions? Okay, so for this one now, for number 3, right? So let me just write it out. Okay, so this is what we have here, okay? All right, now for this, what we're going to do is solve the inequality. And just like with equations, it's good to simplify first, right? We can simplify first. So the left-hand side, we can distribute like so. And what we get is 2 times x plus 2 minus 3, right? Greater than 4 times x plus 8. This is what we get here. Okay, so from here, what do? We can simplify further. You get 2 times x minus 1, right? Because 2 minus 3 is minus 1, is greater than 4x plus 8. Like so. Okay? All right, so from here, this is what we get. Now, again, we want to get x all alone, right? So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I mean, if you don't do it necessarily in this order, that's fine. Because if you do everything correctly, you'll get the same answer. You'll get the right answer, that is. And so we add 1 to both sides. We have 2 times x greater than 4 times x plus 9. Like so. Okay, let me just move this down so everyone can see me. Okay. So like this. So what do we do next? Well, we subtract 4 times x, like so. Right? Because again, we want to get x all alone. I mean, so you want to get x all alone on one side. So by subtracting, we have negative 2 times x greater than 9. Okay. Okay, now are we done yet? Not quite, because we want x all alone, right? So we have to divide by minus 2, like so. When we do that, remember, we're dividing by a negative, right? We turn the inequality around. See? You have to make sure you do that. Okay? So we get 9 over negative 2, which is negative 9 over 2. Same thing. Right? So we had to flip the inequality here. Okay? Now, as an interval, right? Since x is less than, oh wait, they can't see that. There we go. Since x is less than this, we have x is minus infinity, okay, comma, and then we have minus 9 over 2. Again, minus infinity on the left. Why is that? Because x is less than this. Like so. And now if we were to graph it, right, we have, let's see, we have, so let me say -5, -4, -3. So we have -9 over 2. That's between -4 and -5. So we have an open circle. And again, this is pointing to the left. Okay? Good. So we have that. And again, that's -9 over 2. I mean, you don't have to graph. You don't have to. You don't have to graph the solution set unless I ask you to. And so I figured this would be good though. All right. Any questions on this? Okay, so I'm going to do this one, number 4 now. Excuse me. When you have something like this, you have two inequalities, right? That's called a compound inequality. What's nice about it though is that you solve both inequalities at once. You know, so that's what's good about it. Here we go. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is this. So we have this compound inequality to do. Okay, so we have -3 times x plus 9, right? Less than 8, greater than -8. There we go. Good. So we have this to solve, right? And again, you want to get x in this case all alone in the middle. X wants to be all alone in the middle in this case. So in other words, you're going to have x greater than something and less than something. So how do we do that? Well, let's get the 9 out of there. We can subtract both sides first, like so. Now subtracting 9 from both sides, right? These cancel. You get -3 times x is less than -1, greater than -17. Like so, okay? And again, we want to get x all alone, right? So what's left over? What's left over is we have to divide both sides by -3. So let's do that. And what's going to happen with the inequality symbol? Oh my goodness. Come on. Good, there we go. Okay. I don't know, Microsoft Whiteboard draws like a triangle like that when it thinks I want one. So anyway, so when we divide by a negative, remember, when you divide or multiply by a negative, what do you do to the inequalities? You turn them around. Okay? That's what I'm trying to indicate here. You turn them around. So we have x in the middle, 1 over 3, 17 over 3, like so. Okay, good, good. So almost there, because now we have our answer. We have the interval. So this is saying that x has to be between 1/3 and 17 over 3. So we have 1 over 3. Remember, the smaller number is on the left side of the interval when you make an interval, okay? We have 1 over 3, comma, 17 over 3. And remember also, since we have strict inequality here, right? You don't see that vertical, you don't see that horizontal bar under the inequality symbol. right? So that's how a strict inequality, that's why I'm using parentheses like this, or open brackets if you want to call it that. And if we were to sketch it, see, you would have 0, 1, not sure what 1703 is. What is that? That's between 5 and 6. I'll just do this. 6. Okay, just making part of the number line. Bear with me. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we have 17 over 3, 1 over 3, right? We again have open circles over them, right? Because we have we have the parentheses. And also because we have strict inequality. And then we connect by a line. Like so. So that's this example. Are there any questions on this?